So, something just arrived at my doorsteps today and it's all packed up securely in a small wooden box. I was wondering what could it be? Well, it turns out to be nothing. Yes, this is the Nothing Ear Black Edition. I'm so glad I've waited and held back in purchasing the initial overhyped launched Nothing Ear 1, which is the white color, because they have finally decided to launch the black edition after a couple of months. I mean, who doesn't love black? Looking at the box itself, you can tell that the company is very much focused into its design and aesthetic. They kept the design of the box very minimalistic and sleek with their signature coding like pixel font. They even make the unboxing journey for us easy by providing a tab for us to tear open the plastic wrap. They also provided a perforation with a red dot for us to tear it open. Now, I know there are a number of people who actually dislike this method of unboxing because essentially once you torn apart the box, there is no going back. It'll stay ripped. But if there's a bright side to it, I would probably say for buyers like us, we'll have a peace of mind knowing that the product that we purchased are new and sealed. And by sealed, I mean it's not just a plastic seal where you can simply just reseal it with a heat gun. And inside it, you can see a plain silver box. I actually like how they get into the details of the box color contrast as well. They could simply just put a plain black or white box. I mean, it still works, but I guess it wouldn't look as nice or as elegant compared to a silver box inside a black box. Now, this is it. The black edition of Nothing Ear 1. I mean, how could anyone resist the look of this beauty? The black smoke translucent case that exposed every single detail of the product inside and out, and they even have a laser engraved pattern inside the transparent plastic. There's really nothing to hide. I mean, aside from the shape of the case, which is not my preferred choice of shape because I think it's kind of irregular and bulky in a way, but honestly speaking, looking at the design, the aesthetic and the details of the product itself, it almost makes me feel like the shape doesn't really matter anymore. Hell, it even looks great in my hand. Okay, putting the product aside for a moment, let's just see what else is inside the box. So, there's a box that says earplugs for some reason.
It fucking says earplug on here.
Well, what it is actually the different size of ear tips that they provide other than the medium size, which by default is pre-installed on the Ear 1. And there's also another box with the Type-C cable for charging. It has this nice braided-like cable wrapped in a transparent sleeve. Well, if I have to be anal about it, I would probably say they have actually missed out the detail in the Type-C cable. I mean, shouldn't the black edition comes with a black cable? But anyway, most likely I wouldn't even use the Type-C cable to charge. Instead, I'll just opt for wireless charging. And yes, this Nothing Ear 1 comes with a wireless charging features. Other than that, we also get a manual that comes in a number of different languages, all looking very minimalist and nicely designed. And there's also a quick startup guide. Okay, let's just put aside everything and get our focus back to Nothing. Now, looking it up close, you can actually see that the case itself do easily get dirty, and it's definitely a fingerprint and scratch magnet. But as what was mentioned by Tom Howard, who is the head of design from Nothing, they try not to use any secondary processes and work with the material in a much more honest way. So that's why they didn't use any scratch resistant coat or such. Well, I definitely would prefer to have a scratch and fingerprint resistant coat on it. I wouldn't want to have to put another layer of sleeve or a case protection on it, because all the stunning design of the earphone will just be for nothing. Now, let's get inside of it. The first thing that I realized is that the hinge of the case is actually quite firm, and there is also quite a strong magnet to hold on to the case lid as it closes. And the moment you open the case, you can actually see a tiny green light indicating that the earphones are ready to be paired. Now, looking at the earphone itself, well, the shape of the earphone reminds me of a character in a game that I used to play. I really like the design of the stem, which is basically transparent and you can actually see the parts inside it. I mean, aside from how it actually looked different from the initial 3D rendering that they project the Nothing ear to look like back when they started it, I think this is still a nice looking piece of Bluetooth earphone as it is. It also has a red dot to indicate the right side of the earphone and the white dot for the left side. And it's also imprinted on the case itself to prevent any confusion. There is also a magnet to hold the earphones in place firmly, although it's not as strong of a magnet compared to some other earphones such as the AirPods Pro or the Sony XM4 earbuds that I have. Now, notice that there is again another familiar icons on the case. Well, I guess this is actually meant to hold the earphones firmly in place when it's closed. Last but not least, I guess most of you would have already known that this Nothing ear actually just cost at $99. So stay tuned, as I will probably be doing a full review video of the Nothing Ear 1 and possibly do a slight comparison between the AirPods Pro and the Sony XM4 earbuds that I have. Thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoy it, and if you find this helpful, do give a like, share or comment. Follow me on Instagram to get more updates and subscribe for more.